So for this session, we are going to start at the back of our mats in a hero's pose, taking a few deep breaths just to center yourself, breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale, come down into a child's posture with the arms extended. Let there be some space between your knees for your torso and some space in the body for the breath. Breathing into the side waist, and you might even give the head a little rock from side to side here to release the neck. Lift up onto the tips of the fingers, press into the floor, feel the space inside the shoulders from the inside out. And then from here we're going to round the back, draw the belly in towards the spine, come into a tabletop position, adjust the knees so they're under the hips, the hands under the shoulders, and take a moment just to wiggle the spine. We're then going to move through a few rounds of cat and cow, dipping the belly and lifting the chest, bringing the gaze forward as we inhale and drawing the abdomen in towards the spine, pressing into the hands, rounding through the shoulders as we exhale. Take your time moving between these two shapes. Follow the breath and feel into the various curves of the spine. One more round. And then we're going to lift the shins away from the floor, press the feet into the mat, and draw the knees up a few inches, hugging the inner thighs towards each other as we hover. Take a breath. Lower on an inhale. Step the right foot back in line with the left. Take that right hand up and away from the mat as we come into our side plank variation. And then you're going to spiral that right shoulder and reach across the ear, breathing in. Exhaling, dropping that right hand and that right knee back to the mat. We're going to take a round of cat-cow. And again, lift the shins, root the tops of the feet down, draw the knees up and hug the inner thighs towards each other as we hover for a breath. Lower on an inhale. Step that left foot to the back of the mat. Take the left arm up, coming into side plank variation. And bringing that upper arm across the ear. Nice long side body stretch. Circling the arm forward and dropping the knee. Having a moment just to shimmy and undulate through the spine, wiggling the hips, circling through the waist, letting the movement migrate into the head and the neck. You might take the hips back towards the heels, bring the weight further forward than the shoulders, and then we're going to rock it back and forth and back towards that child position. And then forward once more, starting to press into the hands a little bit more here. We're going to tuck the toes and roll ourselves up into a plank posture. So your high push-up posture here. Strong through the legs, drawing those inner thighs together once more. And then we're going to dip the right hip towards the mat. Come back to center, dip the left. Back to center, dip the right. Back to center, dip the left. Back to center, dip the right. back to center, dip the left, back to center, lower the knees, sit back in child and take a breath. From here, we're going to bring the fingertips to touch the shoulder blades, lengthening through the triceps. And again, feeling into the shoulders from the inside out. Take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to bring ourselves back up to that hero's posture, that high kneel, touching the back of the shoulders again with the hands. Take the elbows out to the side, bring the fingertips to the tops of the shoulders, and start to draw some nice big circles with the elbows here. See if you can brush the ears, take the arms all the way back behind, and then try and bring the elbows to touch in the front. We're going to do 3 or 4 one way, and then 3 or 4 in the opposite direction. Lovely. Take the hands out to the side, circle the wrists. A few times in, a few times out. And then you're going to spread the webbing of the fingers wide, cross the thumbs over the palms and grip the thumbs. And then I want you to imagine you've got a jug of water and you're just going to pour that out to the sides, stretching over the top of the thumb. And then drawing some little circles with your fists. Shake out the wrists, shake out the arms, let out the breath. Nice, coming back into that tabletop position. And we're going to extend back through the right leg, press the left shin into the floor, scurry those left fingertips forward, and then lift the right leg and the left arm away from the mat. Exhale, draw the knee and the elbow to touch. Inhale, stretch everything long. Exhale to touch. Inhale to reach. Exhale to touch. Inhale to reach. Keep going. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach everything out long. And then we're going to take the elbow out to the side. Bend the knee. And then kick that leg out to the opposite side. Inhale everything back to center. Exhale, kicking out to the side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time bend the back knee. Try and catch the foot, kicking the fingers into the hands as we come into a tiger's tail posture. Take a breath, release, step back into that plank pose. And we're going to start to pedal out the feet here, taking one foot away from the floor at a time, and then we're going to do some mountain climbers. So bringing the knee towards the elbow, pressing into the hands, keeping the hips nice and high, just keep going. We're going to do 10 on each leg. And then when you've done your 10, sit yourself back into your child's posture. Take a breath. And then we're going to do that little sequence again on the opposite side. So with your next inhale, round yourself back into your tabletop position. Extend the left leg back, scurry those right fingertips forward, and on a breath in, lift and reach. Exhale, draw the nose to the knees to the nose. Inhale. Exhale, elbow and knee touch, or at least move towards each other. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take that elbow and knee out to the side. Inhale. This is an awkward one to do. Keep going. You've got 2 more. Extend everything out long. Catch the back foot if you can, kicking into the fingers. Lift the gaze in that tiger's tail. Take a breath. Release on the exhale. Bring the hand and the knee to the floor. Give your spine a little shimmy. Walk the hands forward, tuck the toes. And we're going to lift back into that plank posture. Here we go, mountain climbers, one more time. Can you do it a little faster this time? Keep going. Look forward. Swear at your phone. Keep going. And back into downward facing dog. Well done. Give the head a nod. And a shake. And then we're going to step the feet out as wide as the mat here in our downward facing dog. Press into the mat with the right hand. Take the left hand through and try to catch your right ankle. Notice if you've locked your right elbow, can you bend it slightly? There we go, across to the other side. Taking that right hand through to catch the left ankle. Bend the left elbow so you're not locking the joints. It forces you to press into the floor, but there we go. Nice down dog twist. From here, we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands, coming into a runner's lunge. Get cozy. Drop the back knee. Lift the chest, look where you're going. Coming up, reaching the arms towards the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale, twist towards that front knee. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Inhale, reach up. One last time. Exhale, twist towards that front leg. And now we're going to take that left hand to the floor, reach that right hand up and over, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Here we are in our twisted lizard lunge. We're going to take a few breaths. Exhaling, placing that hand down. Lowering the back knee, we're going to come into a half split here. So drawing those front toes back towards the face, straightening that front leg as much as it'll go. Maybe bowing the nose towards the knee, maybe not. Find what works for you. When you're ready, roll back through your lunge. Lift the back knee and step or jump switch the feet here, so left foot forward between the hands. Place the right knee to the mat and inhale. Lift the chest, draw your torso up, reach for the ceiling, and as you exhale, twist towards that front knee. Inhale, face forward, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look forward, reach up. Exhale, twist. Place that hand down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Try to avoid throwing that right arm all the way back behind you. If you imagine you've got hold of a pull-up bar, kind of pull down, engage the lats of the right arm. When you're ready, then bring that hand to the floor, straighten that front leg, draw the toes back towards the face, and we're going to bow over that knee. One more breath. Place the toes down And we're going to step that back foot forward, making sure you've got plenty of space. Feet hip distance apart here as we come into our quarter or half lift, extending through the spine. Nice big breath in, and then folding forward, catching your elbows for ragdoll as you breathe out. You can sway it side to side here. Anchor the fingertips, come into a squat, and carefully placing your bottom on the mat. Placing your hands into the creases of the knees, shuffle around so your sitting bones are grounded. Lift the chest, lean back and come into Ardha Navasana, half boat posture, spreading all the toes, anchoring those fingertips into the floor. Here we go, tap the floor with the right toes, then the left. Right toes, then the left. Can you let go of the floor? Keep going. Find a spot on the ceiling. Keep the gaze lifted, the chest open. Tap, tap. There we go. Straighten the legs. Full boat posture. Breathe. Bend the knees. Carefully roll down halfway through the spine, and then we're going to flutter here. It's kind of like a little row your boat kind of thing. Forget how long you're going to be here for. If you ever get the urge to break wind, go ahead. Here we go. Straighten both legs. Bring the feet up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower your right leg towards the mat. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lower your left leg. Exhale, bring it towards center. Kind of pointing the feet here. If you're feeling so inclined and you want to lift your head and shoulders away from the mat, you can do that. We're going to keep going, alternating, taking one foot, then the other towards the floor. Keep going. You're doing an absolutely sterling job. You can hate me, I don't mind. Take a breath here. And then we're going to do 5 little reverse crunches, which is where you kind of peel your tailbone off the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees. Bring the feet to the floor, release the head and shoulders, take the arms out wide, and then we're just going to windshield wiper the legs from left to right. Taking the head and the neck in the opposite direction to the knees. Once more in each direction. And then bring your knees to center. Bring the arms alongside the body. Turn the palms up to face the ceiling and snuggle your shoulder blades in towards your spine. You're going to inhale, arch the lower back, and exhale, tuck the tail and scoop the hips off the floor. Inhale, release your bottom back to the mat. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. Inhale, release to the mat. Exhale, tuck the tail and lift. Inhale, release to the mat. Exhale, tuck the tail and lift. Inhale. Exhale, scoop. Walk your feet a little closer together. And can you inhale and lift your right leg away from the mat here, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. Bring the leg up to center, bend the knee, place the foot to the floor, press down. Take the opposite foot away from the mat, point to the ceiling, Breathe. Try and keep the knees in line. And then when you're ready, take that leg all the way up. Bend the knee. Bring the foot back to the floor. Take a breath. Reach the arms up past the head and roll down through your spine. Gather the knees into the chest. Hug the nose towards the knees towards the nose. Placing the head and shoulders back down, we're going to circle the knees, massaging around the sacrum. 2 or 3 times one way and 2 or 3 times the other. Hugging the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg. And then when you're ready, we're going to guide that bent knee across the body and bring ourselves into a reclined twist. Starting to relax more. With a breath in, bring the hips to center. Extend the right leg long and hug the left knee into the chest. In your own time, drawing that leg across the body, coming into your twist. Letting your breath return more towards its natural, effortless rhythm here as we begin to slow our practice. In your own time, bringing your hips to center, the soles of the feet together and letting the knees drop out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. And then you might place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Noticing how the breath moves through the body. Inhaling all the way into the belly, the rib cage, up to the collarbones, and exhaling from the collarbones, relaxing the rib cage and relaxing the belly. Letting your hands fall to the side and in your own way, rolling into a nice easy recovery position and making your way up to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands to heart center, bowing the head. Om Shanti, Shanti peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.